Hi, good morning. Today is Thursday, October 15th. We are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month from September 15th to Thursday, October 15th. This week, we have also celebrated Indigenous Peoples Day, and it is my pleasure to talk about Frida Kahlo, who identifies as both Hispanic and Indigenous. So Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderon was known for her self-portraits, pain and passion in her vibrant and bold colors. She is celebrated in Mexico for her attention as a Mexican and Indigenous, and she draws from the female experience and form. She lived much of her life in pain. When Frida was just 6, she contracted polio, and polio is a virus that we are now vaccinated against. Polio does weaken the spinal cord, and she spent many months in bed, but it affected her for the rest of her life. When she was 18, she also got into a terrible accident with a city bus, and she had multiple injuries, including a broken pelvis, leg, and foot, and she was in a body cast for months. But during this time, she painted and really learned her craft. She states that my painting carries with it the message of pain. She is known for her Mexican influence. She painted and explored her own identity, which was really new at the time. She brought together both her European roots and her Mexican roots and celebrated her indigenous culture from Mexico. I think we've been talking a lot about our own identity and others' identities that makes them unique. We all have our own stories, some that we can see and some that we can't, and Frida really developed this. She really showed her identity and really tried to bridge them together in her works of art. Probably one of her best well-known are the two Fridas. You have one Frida who is dressed in a European gown, or a dress that was very European, and then right beside her you have Frida is dressed as an indigenous person of Mexican descent, and so she is trying to bridge those two together, and so she really discusses and celebrates and explores her own identity. Her self-portraits were known to be bold and vibrant colors. She has, as you will see, she has very exotic animals such as parrots and monkeys throughout her self-portraits. And she grew up in a very colorful house with parrots and with cats and with animals roaming all over the place. It's called the Blue House, and it's still in Mexico City today. She says, I paint self-portraits because I'm so often alone, because I am the best person. I'm the person I know best. Her family life, she was married to a fellow Mexican artist named Diego Rivera. He was known a lot for his murals all over Mexico and the United States. They were known as the elephant and the dove. Do you know why? Yep, you guessed it. He was known as the elephant because he was very big, he was very tall, and she was known as the dove because she was very petite and very small. They had a passionate and intense and turbulent marriage. They actually got married twice. They got married, got divorced, and got married again. And she quotes, there have been 2 great accidents in my life. One was the trolley and the other was Diego. And Diego was by far the worst. I'm going to end with a quote that I really like. And she states, I used to think I was the strangest person in the world, but then I thought there were so many people in the world. There must be someone just like me who feels bizarre and flawed in the same ways I do. I would imagine her and imagine that she must be out there thinking of me too. Well, I hope that if you are out there and read this and know that yes, it is true, I am here, and I am just as strange as you. Frida passed away at just 47 years old. She lived from 1907 to 1954, but she made a beautiful way into our world. So thanks and happy Thursday. Bye!